Hey, it's pasthisprime here, and welcome back to Starfield, where we're continuing our first playthrough of the game, and we are continuing the UC faction stuff, and we're going to go speak to V. Victus about whether he knew about what we discovered in the last video, and did he do it? I feel he probably didn't, and he probably was protecting people, but could be wrong. He could be a real piece of work. We'll find out. Before we do that, if you are enjoying the content and the channel, please do consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Check out the memberships and the thank you button down there if you want to support the channel a little bit further. But most importantly, leave a comment. Say hi. Let me know what you think of the game. Are you playing it? Did you play it? Have you finished playing it and you're not playing it anymore because you've had enough? Anything you want me to do on the in the game, let me know. So let's just zap over to V. Victus. Can I go in this elevator? Even though you're not telling me. Oh, now you tell me. Subsection 7. Should have remembered we could do that elevator. Where's the door? There's the door.
I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, we did, and a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we? expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Okay, I didn't actually think he would have done it.
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble? You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found. But we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Okay, this is getting complicated because I'm not really happy about what's going on.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war, or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same, and leave my name out of the discussions to come. Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Okay. I really just want to dob this guy in, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not even supposed to talk about this guy. But I don't like him, that's for sure. What the hell are they? I went the totally wrong way.
Perfect timing. We just got in.
So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aceles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Oh, God. Do I have to tell them?
Do what you have to. We'll be here.
Do I not have a choice? Like, I've either got to lie or I've got to come clean. Where's this woman? Can I talk to her?
Good luck on your endeavors, Captain.
Bugger. That's stupid, I can't talk to her. Oh. Permanently reduces fuel needed for a grav jump by an additional 1%. I'll take that. Thank you. Hiding that valuable thing there on your table. Okay. I think I have to come clean. I'm not going to lie, that's for sure. If they're my two
Did you turn
options,
up
I'm not
anything on
lying.
the attacks? Any idea who might have been involved?
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust for about 20 years.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke. Right? No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
Good God, you're not kidding.
Alive. Victus is alive? How did you find him? Not important? My father is alive. I need you to tell me right now how you found that information. Wait. You knew he was alive and didn't tell us? You were sworn to... You swore. You were just doing your duty, weren't you? Yeah, I guess I, of all people, should know what a burden that can be. Doesn't mean I'm not mad, but I guess you letting us know late is preferable to never. Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal with him. I'm sure he did, but he killed dozens of people, and I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. But now I guess we've got our answer. Nothing left to do but put it all in front of the cabinet. Any last things we needed to discuss? This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method? Yeah, I want to know.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference. It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him. Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks. They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Okay.
And here we go.
Let's find out what happens. Oh. Okay.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays? It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vavictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately. That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of. It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches. The 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased. We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Two birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
I'm going to go with the natural one.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive. You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander. Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Well, there you go. So, hang on. Why is it changed? So it's just finished. So, do we go speak to... Oh, it's now popped up. Damn it.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP in A and B, B and E, or heaven forbid...
Ah, you can't judge me, mate. I'm a citizen 1. Well, I'm glad I didn't buy that crappy apartment in the well. Because it sounds like I'm getting a penthouse. Am I going to the right place? No, I'm not. Hang on. I'm going the wrong way. Damn it. It's going to be in that damn lift again, isn't it? No? I think it's just above us then.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
12,000? Okay.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Do I have to pick now? I think I'm going to take some time off from aliens. Yeah.
Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Okay. Speak to Percival. Why? What the heck does Percival want? Where is he? Where's he telling me to go?
someone who mined on Sidonia. Get this.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Why is it pointing at my ship? Don't want to go there. Is it because he's on Mars? Hang on, hang on. Oh, where's that bloody... I mean, we'll go there, but where's the realty place again? Oh, there's no way I'm going to find it, is there? Oh, that's going to be annoying. Why do I feel like he got off a train and it was somewhere? What was it? Whoops. Just in the water. What was it called? Was it this place? Nowhere near. No, maybe it wasn't this place.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Let's try residential.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
So after an hour of whining, they're finally out here.
They're just sitting on the grass. They should be playing.
I wouldn't count the fleet totally out of the picture, but still, good riddance.
I want to learn how to play an instrument. Last stop, Apollo. My favorite.
That's not it. I can't find it.
Shayla.
Cool spacesuit.
Ah, it's back at mast. So it was where it was in the first place, which is really annoying.
Another day, another credit.
Is it that crappy building there? It is. There we go.
Never a better time than right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If you're a citizen, of course. Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Let's go visit the apartment.
Having a good one?
It was epic.
Definitely better than the last in December.
It's empty. Do I have to finish it? Okay. Got a balcony. Oh. Nice view. Jesus. Okay. The mirrors don't work. I can't see myself. How many rooms is there? Oh, there's another balcony. Another bathroom? Yeah, okay. It's nice. Just need some furniture. So... Ah! Oh my god, there's a decorate button. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting if I can be bothered doing it. I could bring my stuff from the the base and put it here. Well, that's for another time. Because I'm sure everybody here doesn't want to see me mucking around with that. Alright, well hopefully we can remember how to get back here. Does it appear... That's actually interesting, I'm curious about that. Does it appear on the scanner?
I think the Interceptor franchise is set up for big.
If I said I was farther away... The lodge... So you can get back to the residential district, but it doesn't say your apartment's there. And is there any sort of indication? That's disappointing. Oh well. Just have to remember, residential, go to the Mercury. There's my apartment. I can move my stuff from my outpost and build it there. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Not that. Where's... Oh, hang on. Here we go. I just need to have a quick nap. A little bit injured. There's a bed somewhere here. Where do I hide that bed all the time? I thought I saw one near the... No, a lie. So there is no bed here. Well, there's these beds. Stupid. All the effort you have to go to open a door. Not very convenient. Okay. On top of that, do we have excess stuff we can get rid of? We do. Whoop. Still got way too much stuff. I need to store some of this stuff. That's point of, I guess, my outpost or my apartment, whichever one you want to go with. Let's go and speak to this guy. I don't know what he wants.
But you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or... Excuse me.
Look who it is. Who knows? Probably need to cut me down and count the rings to figure it out at this point. I joined UC DRIP, Defense Research and Initiative Program, right after graduation. Worked on all kinds of projects, but I fell hard for Xenobio. Way I saw it, nature had already figured out plenty more than we ever will. So, why not just copy some of the answers? Initially, it was a lot of material sciences, using carapace to make tougher ship hulls, biofluids for helmet glass that didn't fog. But when the war started looming, top brass in the UC military had other ideas for what we should be looking into. That's where xenoweapons got started. There was a team before us, set up in some secret base somewhere, that laid down a fair bit of groundwork on the field. But when a lab accident took them down, they called on Hadrian and I to take up the mantle, set in motion everything that's come since. You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, well, I figured we might be able to recruit you for the task. This isn't the same sort of harvesting you and Hadrian were doing with the Terramorphs. A little will go a long way here. If you can get close enough to these creatures to harvest from them directly, you should be able to collect what we need without killing them. I checked with Lieutenant Walter before heading out. A good EM weapon could serve you well on these missions. Though, if heavens forbid, there's no viable option other than putting the things down. We're only talking a select few specimens here. These populations will recover. Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. You'll have to convince her, of course, but I don't think she'll fight you too badly. We could use Hadrian here, absolutely, but we have other scientists. Not a lot of other people can go up against apex predators and come home again and again. You and Hadrian are the right people for this job. I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself, so pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them from you. And remember, proximity should be all you need to get your samples. Get close, harvest, and get out before they spot you. Snatch those up and come home safe.
Hello.
Okay, where am I going?
Howdy. Captain, looks like we missed each other back at Mast. Listen, I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot. The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were up on that podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I have gained from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that. He said that? I mean, I guess. You're sure you'd really want me to come with you? Yeah, maybe. I have to admit, that trip to Londinian whetted my appetite for field work. I saw myself at the TMD for the long haul, but if Percival already okayed this, then I'm in. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your 6. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this will be for the best. Both for me and for the settled systems.
Okay. Alright, so we have to take somebody off. Who do we not want? Alright, let's take... Hang on. How do we assign you? Thank you. And let's assign you. I mean, I could have taken Vasco off, but... I don't know if all these other people have their own stories and stuff like that, but...
I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first. See you, Captain.
Okay. So, I thought we were done, but... it seems this faction... is, ongoing? I don't know if it's endless or it just has some extra stuff. I was looking forward to getting back to the main story, but... that's not what I wanted to do. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll continue on. We'll try a few things. Oh, crap. Now I don't know what to do because I didn't quick save. Oh, it's alright. I don't have to fight them. They're doing it. Maybe.
You're mine. Lost one of our weapons. Get it back up. touch and go. Those Crimson Fleet goons never stood a chance. Not everyone would have stuck their necks out for a patrol. Thanks. Any way we can repay you?
Repair parts, please.
You take care out there.
Landing site's clear.
Hey, Dad.
Green here.
Want to hear a joke?
Sure. Sweet kid. The old man could always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
I don't know.
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Good day, Captain.
All right. We are going to have to call it there because we've run out of time. So let me know what you think in the comments about the game, how we're playing, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm probably just going to continue on. But if you do know anything about this faction, whether it just keeps going and going and going, or you know, you do a couple more and then it's finished, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. And if you are enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing. Hit the like button, check out the membership and the thank you button if you want to support the channel further. And most importantly, as I said, leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi. So I get to know who's watching my videos, and you can ask me questions to get to know me, whatever. I read all the comments, answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.